Good morning from my hot tub this morning. Isn't that beautiful? I wish you guys could all see how amazing this is. That's jewelweed behind me, and I've been watching the bees go in and get the flowers. It's pretty cool. Jewelweed's really good for poison ivy. So you open up the stalk and you rub it on your poison ivy, and it's amazing. It's like aloe, the vibe of aloe. So there it is again. And when it's small, it's edible. You can eat it. So it appears to be working. I'm a little kind of sleepy because I got up and I wanted to do something different today. So I got in the hot tub. And this is how we change stories. So typically, I might have a full day and then say, oh, I'm tired. It'd be great to get in the hot tub at night, right? Like calm myself down, soothe myself, get in the hot tub at night after like, oh, such a rough day. Like that's a story. So this morning I got up and I said, Sunday morning, this feels great. I'm gonna get in the hot tub this morning. I'm just gonna do it. And I didn't just use my brain to think it, my intuition. It came up from inside me. So that's the part I talked about in my last video where more of us, there's this truth, this understanding, this information that comes from inside of you. And this is how I explain it to people who are looking to talk to people who have, whatever you want to say, transitioned, died, passed over, ancestors, whatever language you want to use. Sometimes we think, am I making it up? Like, am I just pretending I'm hearing that person talking to me, or are they really talking to me? Well, this is how you know the difference. It first might seem subtle, but the more you distinguish it, and that's what we're doing in the new paradigm, you're distinguishing between feelings and thoughts and all the fine intricacies and the delicacies of things that we never paid attention to before. So between your thinking as an ego conditioned human versus your higher self, divine energy, whatever you want to call it, the difference is when you're thinking, you can actually twist it around in your head. You're manufacturing thoughts. So for example, when I was a kid and I was falling asleep, I would think about being like a soccer star or being in the Nutcracker Ballet or Sleeping Beauty and being, of course, like the best, right? Because that's what I would do falling asleep. That's me thinking about it. And so I would orchestrate it. I would have me and I could see, okay, my brain would quickly spark this neuron conversation saying, now you kick the ball, now you're going to be the star, now you do this. That's different. And when I was about in 4th grade, because people often ask me, was I always able to do some of the things I could do? Yeah, I was. I didn't know that it was different than anybody else because we're just ourselves. When I was in 4th grade, I was falling asleep one night and I saw an image in my mind, but I didn't come up with it. And I was in a house and there was a knock on the door and I opened it up. This was in my state in my mind because I was lying in bed thinking I was going to sleep. And there was a man there and he had 2 hats on. And I remember thinking, what? This is weird. What is this doing in my head? This is not my thinking. And I told him to take his hats off, and he said no. And I took one of the hats off, and I threw it out the window, but it came back on his head. I stopped. I just shut that down immediately because I was like, I'm crazy. This is my brain. Why am I not thinking my own thoughts? Like, I will never go here again. Never say never. So there are vibrations that exist, people's thoughts, people's emotions, the past, the future, parallel universes. We all know that simultaneous. This is just physics. This isn't something, just physics. So when someone has left their bodies, let's say, their energy still exists, and there's a consciousness that none of us know where it is or what it is, and that's pretty cool, and also can be weird. So if you're trying to tell the difference between your thought, whether it's communicating with another person here, not here on the planet, your own thinking about what you should do in your life versus higher self, bigger information coming in. When it's bigger information coming in, it feels as if you are sitting in a movie theater and there is a screen in front of you and the projection is coming from someplace else. So for those of you that went to the movies, right, you sit and then you hear this, and you look, and there was a stream of light coming from up behind in the movie theater, and it went onto the big screen in front of you and produced the movie you were watching. That's what it feels like when it's higher intuition, when it's coming from someplace else. So you can practice that. All right. And so this morning when I got up, it wasn't me that said, I'm going to change my story by getting in the hot tub. I saw the hot tub and it felt really amazing and it felt bright and light and I was drawn to come into the hot tub. And as I got up to come in here, I started smiling and I said, oh, this is perfect. This is the way for me to change my story. I'm up out of bed. I haven't even brushed my teeth. I always brush my teeth in the morning. Just got up and just got in this hot tub and I got to relax. I got to feel these vibes and watch these bees and hang out with this jewel weed. Pretty amazing. So there you go. Start figuring that out a little bit, friends. Start just testing yourself. Am I thinking this? Am I wrangling with thoughts? Am I orchestrating? Am I manufacturing? Is this a process that has some effort to it for my own design and desire? Or is this coming from somewhere else and it's this rush of like, whoa, it has a different feeling to it. So good luck, and I will see you again soon.